Hey, welcome back to the Faithfully Confident podcast, my fellow faith-driven entrepreneurs. If you're looking to grow a faith-based business and learn all about confidence, sales, and marketing, then you are in the right place. I am your host, Courtney Berry, your Christian confidence coach, and I am so excited to kick off this very exclusive masterclass series with you. Today marks the beginning of an incredible journey towards selling with confidence, a journey that will not only transform your approach to sales, but also empower you to thrive in your entrepreneurial God-given calling. Over the next 3 episodes, we're going to be diving deep into the art of selling with unwavering confidence and equipping you with the tools and strategies you need to succeed. In the first episode, we're laying the groundwork for our journey by reflecting on how we've learned to sell and envisioning how we want to be selling instead. It is time to break free from limiting beliefs, embrace a new mindset, and step into a future where confidence prevails in every interaction. So whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur looking to take your sales game to the next level, or you're just an eager business owner wanting to overcome your fears and doubts, then this masterclass is for you. This podcast is for you. Get ready. Before we dive in, take a moment to prepare yourself. Grab your favorite beverage, find a cozy spot, settle in, and get ready. This masterclass begins now. Let's do this, you guys. Woo! Hey, you guys. Welcome back to the Faithfully Confident podcast, where we are all about sales, marketing, confidence, with infusion of some faith, you guys. All right, so we're going to do things a little bit different today. We are doing a 3-day masterclass. It's not going to be 3 days. It's going to be over the course of 3 weeks. I'm going to be releasing a new training every single week. And through that training, you guys, I'm going to be giving you some steps to implement throughout that week. So you can actually take that time to not only learn from the podcast, but also take some actionable steps in order to get to where you want to go. So this training today is going to be teaching you how to acquire those clients, where to find those leads, because a lot of people that are listening to this podcast, they have more leads than they realize that they have. So I want to just show you how many you actually have and how many leads, not only that you're missing out on, but how you can regain those leads and get them through those conversations where they can become a client, where you can acquire that sale without that pitchy, icky, gross, like salesy, high pressure, manipulative, like just, we don't want that. We don't want that. So we are going to be talking about that today. So for day 1, what we're going to be, I'm just going to kind of give you a little glimpse into what day 1's going to look like. So we're, sorry, still a little sick. So what we're going to be talking about today is just how you were taught to sell and how there's different ways to do it. But on top of that, I'm going to be teaching you on day 1, my method of selling and what the first step of that relationship is, what that first step of where that sales transaction begins. We're going to be covering that today. So I don't want you to show up in a sale and feel like you have to use those high pressure manipulative sales tactics. I want you to infuse your faith into your sales conversations. I want you to feel like, this person that you're having a conversation with, having a transaction with, you're literally just talking to them, like you're being a human being and having a conversation with them. That is what sales essentially is. And that's what we're going to learn today. So in the past, I'm sure there's ways that you were taught to sell. And one of the ways might have been, or one of the few ways might have been to respond right away in the DMs, or you're going to lose that sale. Show up 24/7 so that you could burn yourself out. Potentially lose those relationships that are close to you because you're always glued to your phone. I mean, that almost happened to me, and thank the Lord that I stepped away from that and learned new ways to sell because I almost lost lost my relationship because of that. So let's not do that. You do not need to respond right away. People can wait. People live lives. We're not, robotics that are glued to our phones. Like, we have a life. Go live it. God created you to live your life, not to be stuck on your phone or your computer all day. You're not going to lose that sale if you don't respond right away. And other ways you might have been taught to sell is to use high pressure and manipulative sales tactics. That's like, if you don't respond to me by today, I might not have that spot available, and you're kind of pressuring them to feel like they have to sign up right now or else they're going to miss out. That, that FOMO feeling, that fear of missing out, that is very high pressure and very manipulative in my opinion. And yes, it does work. It works fantastic, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. I do not like that high pressure to buy things. I want to be able to take a step away and be able to, pray about it and say, like, Lord, if this is for me, like, show me that it's meant for me. Like, I don't want to make this decision unless this is, on the path that you have for me. I want to be able to do that. I don't want to go into a conversation and go, oh yeah, you have 24 hours to make that decision. If I don't hear back from you by tomorrow, you lose that $200 discount or that $500 discount or whatever, right? So we don't want to do that. That might have been a way you were taught to sell. And I will tell you right now that there's better ways to do it. So the other thing is to use copy and paste messages in the DMs. There's ways that you can do that. I use them. I use templates, but I will tell you that they are carefully crafted from messages I've literally sent to thousands of people. They're not messages that are from a template that I bought from someone. They are messages that I have personally sent to people without having that copy and paste message. That's how it became a copy and paste, is because I know this is my language. I know this is how I speak. I know this is how I actually have a conversation with people. And there is, if you use Google Chrome, there's actually a program, or not a program, what are they called? Chrome, I can't even think. Oh my gosh, what are they called? Extensions? Are they extensions? I think they're extensions. There's a Google Chrome extension. Yeah, Google Chrome extension. There we go. Now that I'm saying it, it sounds right. There's one called Text Blaze that I use that you can create little snippets on your laptop, and it's only for your laptop. I don't think they have it for mobile. I only work on my laptop anyways. I stay off my phone. But anyways, so with this software called Text Blaze, I've crafted all these different messages. So I have like a hello message. I have a late friends request message, because if you know me, I have like almost 200 friends requests to reply to. And I try to get to you guys. I really do. But I love to create those genuine connections with people that I don't like just to mass accept everyone. I'm individually messaging every single person so I can build that connection with them and get to know them. And that's, again, where the sales process begins, is building that KLT, that know, like, trust factor with those people. And a lot of my sales for my company have come from just within the first few messages of getting to know people, because I didn't pitch them right away. I didn't send them a message that says, hey, I added you. I seen that, you do this, and I feel like my program. No, I stray away from ever pitching, like, ever. I don't pitch. I do not pitch people, you guys. Like, I wait for you guys to come to me, and like through, for example, the podcast, there's going to be links to programs and different things that I have to offer in the summary of the episode. If you're interested, you'll click it and you'll buy it. I did not pitch you. I just simply educated you in the podcast, and you went, hey, you know what? I kind of like this chick. I think I'm going to sign up for her program. Like, I feel like she can really help me. I didn't message you and like spam you and go, hey, you need this in your life. But anyways, we're getting off topic here. So I have all these different things set up. So like, I have a follow-up message. I have just a simple hello message. I even have an about me bio, which, oh my gosh, I really need to update. But hey, let me share it with you, okay? Since you might even be new to the podcast, so you might not even know this stuff about me. So I have an about me bio that I literally have as a snippet that says /bio. And every time I type that, it pastes that message. So I don't have to type it every single time, but it's something that again people have asked me about, and I got sick of copying and or not copying pasting. I got sick of having to type it out every single time. So again, this is something that yes, it is technically a template, but I have messaged this to multiple people countless times, and I just combined it into one message and went, okay, enough is enough. I'm it's time to just put it together so that people can see it all at once. But anyway, so I figure, you know what, I'll read you my bio because it's been a while, and hey, you might not know any of these things about me, so why not? So my about me bio is, okay, a little bit about me, ... Okay, a lot about me because I'm not a simple gal, lol. I'm a Christian confidence coach, and I help Christian entrepreneurs to sell with confidence and get the yes through mindset, strategy, and unwavering faith in God. I'm a host of a top 5% podcast called Faithfully Confident. It talks about business, sales, marketing, and faith with a twist to grow a profitable kingdom-led business. And here's a little bit of a pitch. If you're interested in listening, I'd happily send you the link. I'm not sending it to them. I'm asking if they want it. It's a little mini 5 to 15 minute episodes, which really it's gotten a lot longer, so my bad. I'm obsessed with God, fuzzy things, campfires, fireplaces, candles, meditation, hiking, fishing, organizing, DIY stuff. I practically live at the dollar store. I love DIY stuff and stationery and doing my own projects. It's kind of my own therapy. Oh yeah, I'm also a #1 international best-selling author for a self-love devotional for women. I live with my boyfriend of almost 10 years now, a ring, hopefully soon. We have a little 1.5-year-old miracle baby. She turns 2 next month or this month. I'm so excited. We have a little kitty cat who's basically a needy toddler. But anyways, you get the point. Like, it's a big blurb about who I am, and it's genuine. It's not like you don't hear really anything about my business in there. And that's why I love it so much is I am connecting with those people and literally putting my heart on my sleeve and going, hey, this is who I am. You know, if you want to get to know me, this is who I am. So I have that as basically my about me bio, and then I've got my hello messages, and it's one of them is, I love new connections and I'm so excited to get to know you. Building genuine friendships sets my soul on fire. I love new Facebook friends. I can't wait to get to know you. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Can't wait to hear back from you. And then like my late friends request is, and usually by late I mean like 2 months, 3 months, sometimes even more. Sorry, not sorry. So it says, sorry for the delayed response to your friend's request. It's been a wild year so far. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. I love building genuine connections. I would love to hear all the things. Tell me about you. Let's chat. Talk to you soon. So I have all of these different things, and there's a whole bunch more, but I don't need to go into those. Like there's a reconnection one. Or how you've been doing, how's life, it's been a while, was thinking of you, wanted to pop into your inbox and say hello. Like there's tons of different ways you can use this. I love, but the sale, it really starts in the DMs. It starts in the DMs, and through the methods that I like to use, that I love to teach my clients, is using text plays so that you can do that. And then also other ways you can get into your clients' DMs or your ideal clients' DMs is building those connections through their stories. Go look at their Facebook stories. Go look at their Instagram stories, wherever you have them, and connect with them through that. People love, love, love to talk about themselves. They will talk about themselves all day long. And if you're willing to actually get to know those people, they're more likely to have that KLT built with them. And again, that's the know, like, trust factor. Very important in sales is to have the KLT with those people. If you don't know the person, if you don't trust the person, if you don't like the person, like I have people that have messaged me and I'm like, I don't really get a good vibe from this person. Like, I'm not really sure about this person, but hey, I'll entertain the conversation. And then within a few messages later, they pitch me and then I never hear from them again. So it's like, you have to build that KLT with them so that they're willing to have those conversations with you further. They're willing to share their heart with you. They're willing to share their life. They're willing to share their struggles with you. And through those genuine conversations with them, it's going to just naturally come out. Sales does not have to be pushy. It does not have to be asking this question or pitching them this way. It's just a natural conversation. You think about Netflix as an example. You just watch this amazing new TV series they just launched. You're super excited about it. What do? You go and you tell people. You go and you tell people, and you're like, hey, I just watched this really cool series. I think you would like it. And reality check. You're selling on a daily basis. You just don't realize it, and you're not being paid for it. Yikes. You're not being paid for it. You just essentially gave money to Netflix because most people nowadays have Netflix, but if they didn't have Netflix, they'd be like, oh, I'm going to go sign up for Netflix and watch this TV series that my best friend just recommended to me. You're selling daily. Starbucks. Oh, I just tried this really good drink. You're always selling. You just don't realize it and you're not being paid for it. So why not have those conversations with people casually and sell stuff that you're actually being paid for? You're getting paid for those God-given gifts that God is going, hey, like, I'm ready for you whenever you're willing to take the steps. Whenever you're ready to be obedient and actually reach out to those people and be obedient and actually put in the work. I'm ready for you. I have those clients out there for you, but you need to put in the work in order to get there. And this again goes into the next thing is a lot of people throughout my journey have told me to never, ever, and I say never, ever with like cap locks and exclamation marks, never bring your faith into your business and into your sales conversation. It's a huge turnoff. Hello, my podcast is literally for Christian entrepreneurs. You guys are my ideal clients. You guys are my ideal audience. You're Christians. I'm going to mention God. Like, God is my CEO of my company. God is my best friend. God is like my father in heaven. Like, God is all the things to me. God, 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 God. I love me some Jesus. Anyways, so don't be afraid to talk about your faith in your conversations. Don't be afraid to mention that you're Christian. Like, put God as the center of your business. God needs to get that testimony. He needs to get that. Well, he doesn't need it. You know what I mean. He doesn't need it, but you want to be giving the glory to the kingdom. So when you're bringing your faith into your sales conversations, essentially that's already happening. Like, I've actually had so many experiences where past clients of mine were into new age, didn't have God in their life whatsoever, and they became Christians. I've had so many experiences with that, and it's so beautiful that I get to be that person, that God gets to use me as that vessel to help bring that faith into your life, to introduce them to God. And I love that I get to do that just simply by showing up in my business and bringing my faith into my conversations. So anyways, next section is something else you may have been taught is to offer discounts and lower prices just to win the customer. And I want to put emphasis on just to win the customer. Have you ever been told, oh, it's okay, they'll just sign up, the price is just too high, maybe you should offer a little bit of a discount to them, or say, if they sign up by this date, again, manipulative and high pressure, if they sign up by this date, you'll give them $1,000 off, and like give them this big number off. Like if you have a $3,000 program, you offer them like $500 off, because then they're more likely to sign up because they feel like they're getting this huge discount. Discounts and lowering prices is great, but don't do it just to win that customer, because I have done that when I first started my business years and years and years ago. My goodness, it's been like almost 10 years, I think. When I first started my business, I was offering those discounts to people because I was showing up into the conversation filled with fear and afraid of losing that customer. And that's not a good way to start a customer relationship. That is not a good way to start it. You want to start it with just that pure love and that that connection with them to the point where you want what's best for them. You don't want what's best for you. You want what's best for them. Yes, signing them up is going to put more income in your pocket, but it's not going to feel good if it's not in a good place for them to do it. I had one customer that really comes out when I think about this is I offered her a huge discount. And again, this is when I first started coaching. So I think I offered her, I believe it was we were working together for 3 months, and I think it was like $250 a month or something like that. And she paid in full, so she paid like $600 or something. So at the time, it wasn't that much, but it was huge to me because I'm like, I need this customer. So I offered her a discount, and I said, if you sign up today, I will give you basically a month off. So she got it for like $450 or something like that. I can't remember, but that customer relationship that I had was awful. It was awful. I did not like working with her. She was very hard to work with. And in the end, she ended up not being able to afford it. And she ended up going and setting up a dispute with PayPal to get her money back. And it was just not a good experience at all. So it was a huge learning experience for me on, if your gut is telling you do not sign this client, do not sign that client. Please, for the love of God, do not sign that client, because you are not going to enjoy that experience with them. And I want you to be able to have those beautiful interactions with your clients. I want you to feel like you can just sit down and have coffee with your clients because you have that wonderful relationship built with them, and they're just so fun to talk to. They're so fun to teach and to educate and whatever it is that you do. Like, I would love to just have all my clients in one room and just have coffee out and just chill. Have like a bunch of books out, have some Bible studies, have some coffee, have maybe even like an overnight sleepover and like watch a movie or something. Like, I have that relationship with my clients and I love it. Like, I even tell my clients I love them. Like, come on. I want you to have that with your clients. Obviously, within the professional level that feels professional to you. I am a very friendly coach. Like, I love to be that best friend vibe and that like I'm your mom vibe kind of thing. But okay, we're going off topic here. But the point is, don't offer discounts and lower your prices just to win that customer. The price that you have right now set is the price that your clients will be willing to pay. If they're not willing to pay the price that you have, they do not see the value in what it is that you are offering to them. You have not given them enough information. You have maybe not given them the statistics that they're looking. Maybe they're very analytical people and they need to know, like, okay, so how many people have you sold this to? What are the success rate for whatever it is that you sell? Like, maybe they're one of those people that need that. They do not see the value in what you are offering. So make sure you are portraying that value on what it is that you can do for them, what it is that you can help them through, and what it is they can get out of what it is that you're selling to them. Because when they know what they're getting, they're more likely to purchase it because they know it's going to help them. They know it's going to serve them in the current season that they're in. All right, so the next one, and this is the last one I have for you today, and that is, a no is simply a not right now. A no is simply a not right now. You need to always follow up with them. I hate that in the sales world. I hate that. Like, when I was doing MLMs, if you have any experience with them, you know, you're aware of the go for no. You're aware of the, go for 100 no's. Because out of those 100 no's, you're going to get 10 yeses, or you're going to get at least 5 yeses. Like, there's going to be yeses that are sprinkled in within those no's. But I don't like that. Like, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. I don't want my clients to strive to find those no's. And that's basically what that is teaching people, is it's okay. It's okay to get a no. And yes, it is okay to get a no within reason. But I want you to be able to be okay with not only getting no's, but not seeking out. Like, I have, okay, let's take a step back here. I need a sip of coffee here. So look at it like this, you guys. When you are going for those no's, I want them to be genuine conversations while you're having those no's. I want you to actually know that it is a no. I want you to be able to have a conversation. Like, okay, I feel like this example is going to give you a better visual of like what I mean. So I always give this example in my master classes because I find it just really powerful, and it relates to everyone. Because do you have a fridge in your house? Like, do you have a fridge in your house? Do you have food in your house? Yes, you do, unless you're living in your car, which, my heart goes out to all you guys, because I could not do that. There's some people that do it intentionally. There's some people that don't do it intentionally, and either way, the heart goes out to you, because I could not do it. I am a homebody. But anyways, off topic again. So, you walk into a store to buy a fridge. There's going to be different type of needs for different types of people. You walk into this place, and you already kind of roughly know what it is that you want and what you need. So you're going in, and this salesperson approaches you, and they're like, "Hey, I have the perfect fridge for you. Come check it out. Let me tell you about it." So they grab you, they bring you over. And at this point, you haven't really had any connection with this person. They just reached out to you and went, "Hey, I have what you need." And you're like, "Who are you?" Like, okay. And you're almost too embarrassed or too shy to say, like, "No, you don't have what I need because you don't know anything about me." So you follow this person to this fridge, and they give you this like super high-tech fridge that's got like all the gadgets, all the things. And meanwhile, maybe you're a single income family. You just want the bare bones basic. Like, you need a fridge, you need a freezer, you need it to work because your fridge just broke. Like, you don't need anything fancy because that's why your fridge broke. The house you bought came with a really fancy fridge and it broke on you. So you want the basics. This guy's trying to sell this thing to you, and it could be a guy, it could be a girl, but I mean, most salespeople I know are guys. So you go into the store, and the salesperson is like, "Hey, I have this perfect fridge for you," and you're like, "No, actually you don't." So there's that scenario, and then you go in another time, and this person comes and talks to you, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going? How's your day going? Beautiful weather out there. Hey, oh, I see you got 2 kids there. They're probably enjoying that weather too." They're having that genuine conversation with you, and like building that vibe between the two of you, so that you have that KLT starting to build. You're starting to know this person. You're starting to like them. You're starting to trust them. They didn't sell you right away. They wanted to get to know you. So they're talking to you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, what brought you into the store today?" They're asking you a question. They want to get to know you. They want to know what it is that you need, what you're looking for. And you're like, "Oh, my fridge just broke. I just bought a house and it came with this really fancy fridge and it had so many gadgets. That's probably why it broke. And so I'm just looking for something really simple. I just want a very basic fridge and freezer, just something that can hold food for the family." Perfect. So suddenly he's going and showing you this fridge and freezer attachment that's like over less than half of what the price is of the other one. Suddenly it's something that you can afford. Suddenly it's something that meets your needs, and you're more likely to purchase because this person took the time to get to know you. They took the time to actually know what your needs are, know what your interests are. And they didn't ask anything about your income. They didn't ask anything about, what can you afford? What's your budget? I also hate that in sales. Like, it doesn't matter what I can afford. It matters whether or not I want or need the thing that you're selling. And I mean, some people cannot find the means to make it happen, but if you really want something, you'll figure it out. So that's kind of what I have for you guys today, is just, I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a glimpse into like the power of sales and how there's a right way to do it, how there's a wrong way. And again, I say wrong way because it's the wrong way again for me, and a lot of my ideal clients do not like those traditional sales methods. And when I started shifting away from those traditional sales methods, I guess a lot of people are calling them like bro sales, very like masculine type sales. I think that's what everyone's calling them nowadays. Rather than traditional sales, I just say traditional sales because it sounds more professional. But when I shifted away from those methods, sales started to become easy. They started to become natural. And that was actually when I started to get those paid in fulls without any resistance. I started getting those messages that were, let's do it. Let's pay in full. How can I pay you? Can I pay in full this month? I know I signed up for the payment plan, but I'd really like to pay you in full. And like, that was something that I always dreamed of getting that I did not know was actually going to happen to me. And I just kind of left it in God's hand and just showed up, did my business stuff every day. I shared the gifts that God gave me, all the experiences that God has given me, and just put everything out there and just left it up to what happens. But that is what I have for you guys today. So I hope that this episode blessed you. And if it did, feel free to share this masterclass with someone else. And for your actionable steps today, I want you to just think about all of those different, like, how do you sell? Like, how were you taught to sell? So I want you to just grab a piece of paper, and I want you to put a line right down the middle. And on the left side, I want you to write how you were taught to sell. Okay? On the left side, how you were taught to sell. And on the right side, I want you to write how I want to sell, how I wish to sell. And I want you to fill that paper out with just as much as you can. So, like my list right here that I had for you that we covered was to respond to DMs right away, using high pressure and manipulative sale tactics, using copy and paste messages, offering discounts, lowering prices, reaching out and getting as many no's as possible, always following up with every single person. That is a list that I ended up crafting with a whole bunch of stuff of things that I was taught to sell that have not worked for me and have not worked for my clients. And it's time for a new era of selling. It's time for a new way of selling. So write those down on the left, the things that you were taught to sell, how you may be selling now that you don't like it. And then on the right side, I want you to write how you would like to sell. So if it's to respond to DMs right away, on the other side, say maybe respond to DMs during your business hours or respond to DMs on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Like, find something that you would like to do and just start visualizing that sales process on how you wish to sell, how you want to be selling, what feels good to you with selling. Like, I want that for you. So that is your homework for this week. And we will see you around for next week for day 2 of our masterclass for selling with confidence. God bless you, and I pray that this served you.
Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I pray it brought blessings and inspiration to your day and in your business. If you enjoyed the podcast, I would be grateful if you could take a moment to share your thoughts with a review on iTunes. Your reviews uplift my spirit and help others discover this faith-centered community. Until our next episode, may you continue to be surrounded by grace and inspiration, and I pray for blessings to you on your journey. See you around.